What's up? It's your boy Anthony Simmons, and you're here watching Higher Heights. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you chose to be here with me, ladies and gentlemen, and I am appreciative of that. You already know we stand for the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And if you're new to the channel, let me let you know what you can do to the channel, or for the channel, rather. I need you to hit that like button. Let me say that again. Rewind. Hit that like button, turn around and hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell, because I don't want you to miss when I'm dropping content like this. Now, you know what's on deck for the day, but it's actually a couple of topics that intertwine. I'm going to be talking about everybody's favorite candidate who just threw their hat back in the ring. Yes, it is none other than your boy, the orange man himself, Donald Trump. It's like the Candyman, or Bloody Mary rather, an old childhood horror tale, because just the sheer mention of his name sends chills of terror down some people's spine. Yeah, he ruffles a lot of feathers just to even mention his name. I know in this world that it's easy to hate people. It's easy to find a reason to hate people. Especially, it always baffles me how people can hate a person that they've never met, never shook his hand, never supped with. You don't even know this man. Of course, it don't take a lot to hate a person who says a lot of the crazy things that he's been known for saying, like walk up to a woman and grab her by the... I'm not going to do that here on this channel, but you already know what he said. Ranging from that to openly letting you know his policy on immigrancy and all of those kind of things. It's a touchy subject, but one thing I can respect about Trump is his ignorancy is blatant, it's honest, it's out there for you to see it. I can respect him because he can say whatever he wants and still probably will be one of the top candidates in the election. Now, while you have the side that cannot stand Donald Trump's guts, you also have the Pride Boys, or whatever those guys' name, who stormed the White House. What baffles me about this group is he's almost idolatry to them. He's almost an idol, a god to these people. And guess what? He has a huge following. I can't knock the man because he has charisma and he has a following. And he gets to say things on his platform that Kanye West and Kyrie Irving can't get away with. I wonder why. But I digress. Let me get back to the point at hand. Now, here's my views on what's getting ready to happen. First of all, he's changing Make America Great Again to Make America Glorious Again. He's claiming that during his run, during his term, during his presidency, that he had a glorious time, that America was at its most glorious state. I will say this about it. There was a lot of money given out during his candidacy. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, that ought to make a lot of poor, needy people happy. Doesn't mean this time around that's going to be happening. And it was also a product of us going through a supreme state of anguish and going through a pandemic like the likes of which I haven't seen in my lifetime. But hey, whatever it takes to get the bills paid. Speaking of bills, the reason I don't participate in America's red and blue gang war that they have every 4 years, yeah, that's what I call the election, by the way, the red and blue gang war. It's just like the Crips and the Bloods. Who you gonna vote for? The greater of two evils, the lesser of two evils, I guess. I don't care for either one. You know why? Because none of them come to my house and pay my bills. None of them take care of my children. None of them help me with my basic needs. They all have their own agendas and their own things that they want to get accomplished once they get in that White House. And I've been knowing this for years. As a follower and a believer in God, that's the only person I trust to lead me and guide me on a daily basis. Whenever a candidate gets up there and says, hey, once you vote me in, I'm not, no more light bills and no more paying for groceries, or give me something that I could actually use on a daily basis, free gas for my whole term, then I'm all in. Hey, wait a minute, I got to try to figure out how I can vote for this person because I need that free gas. But like I said, here's the reason why I say don't take any of this personal. Don't waste a moment of your time worrying about who becomes the president. Quit taking the things these people say personal, because they could care less about your opinion, and your voice does not matter when it comes to who's gonna come and be the next president of the leader of the free world, or president of the United States, or whatever you want to call it, or the next God of America. Listen, They do not care. We can talk about them, we can hate them, and at the end of the day, America's gonna decide. When I say America, not the America like me and you, the average working citizen who's out here working hard for a paycheck, trying to survive. It's not us who decides this, ladies and gentlemen. If you think it is you, I would like to welcome you to the real world. The rock that you've been sleeping under probably needs a little cleaning out anyway. So with that being said, they're gonna get into office. He's probably gonna be a top candidate. Let's be honest. Quit taking it personal, you guys. Quit taking it personal. None of these people have your best interest in mind. Now flipping to another topic. I have a friend who's a very great friend of mine. And I know the Trump issue, just me mentioning his name, is probably going to ruffle his feathers. He's probably going to give me a call whenever he sees this video. So I'm anxiously awaiting that. But one of the biggest problems we have here in America, you guys, you all want me to tell y'all what it is really, is that we have these interest groups like the LGBTQ, like the feminist movement and the Me Too movement and the cancel culture. And you got all these people, and don't let me say the J word. You already know how much trouble that has stirred up for Kanye and Kyrie. We're not going to even mention that community who is because somebody even mentions their name. Now, this is what I talked to my friend about. I don't like to compare struggles between our group and that group because we could say that we both have suffered a lot at the hands of an oppressor. So with that being said, I cannot stand the world that we live in which not only do people need you to apologize, it's not enough to apologize these days. No, because every apology that's issued now, they want to judge the level of sincerity it is. If we start holding people to the standard of whether or not we feel like they're sincere, and rather than the fact that they at least humble themselves to apologize, we're never going to forgive anybody for anything. If a man has the moral compass and the fortitude to even give you an apology, let's do what God said, accept the apology. Forgive the man. But no, you say something about some of these movements and they need a pint of blood from you before they can forgive you and you can move on with your life. Let's look at Kevin Hart and the Don Lemon campaign against him. A joke that he made as a comedian years ago has had these people all stirred up about him because they say his apologies is insincere. Because for the LGBTQ, it's not enough for you to apologize. You have to now champion their movement. You have to now rally behind them and march in the parades and let people know that you support what they're doing. You see, they want to be able to be free and guilt-free about whatever they feel like they're doing. Now, it's not my job to judge anybody. Is it judging by stating my opinion that I don't agree with that lifestyle? I just wonder if I were to just simply say that I do not agree with a lifestyle. Hey, there's things I do in my life that people don't have to agree with, nor do they have to like, nor do I force my beliefs down somebody else's neck. Can two walk together except they agree? Listen, maybe we're walking different paths. And if your path happens to go curvy and mine goes straight, hey, so be it. All I'm saying to you all is that we have to take people for what they say out of their mouth. If you believed what he said out of his mouth when you thought he hurt your feelings, you also got to take it when he says, I'm sorry for it. You understand what I'm saying? Don't strip a man. Don't degrade him. Now, if a man says, I'm sorry and do it again, you still got to forgive him. That's just what I believe in. Because if a man did not want to apologize, he would not. A man does not have to do anything. These people make a choice to say that I'm sorry. And you have the power to say, I forgive you and move on from it. So the culture that we live in today, where we want to dissect what everybody's saying out of their mouth, except when it comes to the fact that they actually ask for forgiveness, then, it's just pure evil. That is evil incarnate. This is why I say nobody understands what I'm saying when I say that the Antichrist spirit, we're laying the foundation for the embodiment of the Antichrist. We are laying the foundation for the embodiment of the Antichrist. Everybody's waiting on this human being who's going to embody this presence. But what they don't realize is the real watchers who are watching already see the signs happening in the world. So they're the ones who are not going to be caught off guard. You know, the ones who are going to be caught off guard? The ones who are accepting of this culture. This culture where we don't forgive. This culture where we go against the pure nature of God. You understand what I'm saying? Do I knock people? No. Because I really understand this part that nobody else understands. People who have made their decision to do what they want to do, I'm not concerned about them. They have to be 100% convinced in their own heart. I actually applaud them if they want to make whatever decisions to serve whatever God they want to. That's your right. That's your choice. You have a free will. I'm not mad at you. It's all love here on Higher Heights. You also got to respect how I feel as well, without hate, without wanting a pint of blood from me. You understand what I'm saying? Now let's get to the last issue that I want to talk about. When you look on my channel and you see the videos about how we as God's body got to get ourselves together. It's not our job to beat somebody down. It's not our job to judge anybody. No, not at all. It's not our job to judge anybody. I have no heaven or hell to put anyone in. It's only my job to shed light and to live a life of peace and godliness where somebody else might want to be motivated to be like me. Once again, my views are this. I don't feel like I have to recruit anybody to this lifestyle. I feel like I'm going to live a lifestyle where somebody will say, hey, I want to know about your God. I want to know about your faith. I want to know about your belief system. I don't have to recruit anybody. With that being said, y'all be blessed.